Zilisch got a rookie lesson at Darlington the hard way. On lap 197, he tapped Riley Herbst in turn 4. His apology came fast. Herbst's response came faster. 2 words, very strong language. The moment showed everything about Zillish's rocky rookie season. And it's only getting worse. Zilisch is learning what the real world of NASCAR feels like in the hardest way possible. Not through gradual struggle or patient development, but through immediate collision with reality. On Sunday, March 22, 2026, during the Goodyear 400 at Darlington Raceway, the 19-year-old rookie made critical contact with Riley Herbst. The incident happened on lap 197, exiting turn 4. That's one of the trickiest corners on the track. The lady in black is unforgiving. Darlington has no mercy for mistakes. Zillish's number 88 Chevrolet got into the back of Herbst's number 35 Toyota. The contact sent Herbst spinning hard into the inside wall. The yellow flag came out immediately. The race was effectively over for Herbst. The wreck was clearly Zillish's fault, and he knew it right away. Over the team radio, Zilisch admitted everything. "That's my fault, sorry. Tell the 35 I said sorry. I just misjudged. He just got a little loose and I was already committed." No excuses, no blaming the car, no blaming the track, just a young driver owning his mistake in real time. But here's what happened next. Herbst got the message that Zilisch had apologized. Herbst had a very different reaction. When Herbst heard Zilisch was sorry, he snapped back over the radio with his response. "Tell him to go F himself." The apology meant nothing. The damage was done. Herbst finished the race in 35th place. That's multiple laps down. That's a completely ruined race. He qualified 14th for the race, so he had a solid starting position. But after Zilisch hit him, he was damaged and fell far behind. He was in contention for points before the wreck. After the contact, his day was over. One mistake, one contact. The race was gone. Zilisch managed to keep racing. He limped home to 18th place. The incident put him out of contention late in the race, but at least he salvaged points. Herbst got nothing but anger and a bad result. Darlington is one of the meanest tracks in NASCAR. It's only 1.366 miles long, but it's packed with abrasive asphalt and tight turns where there's almost no room for mistakes. The wall sits right there waiting. One wrong move and you're in it. One small error compounds into a bigger problem. Darlington doesn't forgive sloppy driving. The track known as the Lady in Black lives up to its nickname completely. It tests drivers in every possible way. But this wreck at Darlington is just the latest chapter in a much bigger story. A story about a teenage phenom who came to the Cup Series with sky-high expectations and immediately collided with reality. Zilisch won 10 races in 2025. He was the Xfinity regular season champion. He finished second in the playoffs, missing the title by just 2 positions to eventual winner Jesse Love. All that success created huge expectations when Trackhouse Racing signed him for 2026. The kid could drive in any situation, road courses, super speedways, intermediates. He proved it consistently in the Xfinity Series, so the assumption was obvious. He'd translate that success immediately to the Cup Series. The step up is real. Cup racing demands a different level of precision and experience. Zilisch is learning that lesson the hard way. The reality has been brutal. The Daytona 500 started the nightmare. Zilisch was racing hard in turn 4 during stage 2. His car got loose. He hit Justin Allgaier. The contact triggered a chain reaction. Multiple drivers got caught in the aftermath. Chase Briscoe, Ty Gibbs, Austin Dillon all caught up in the same incident. Zilisch finished 33rd, just 5 points. His first race in the biggest event in racing, and he was the one who triggered the entire pileup. Not a good way to introduce yourself to the Cup Series. One race later at Atlanta, things got worse. Zilisch started 31st and finished 30th. He never recovered from the early damage. He gained basically nothing. The pattern was forming. COTA came next. This time, Zilisch showed real speed. He was in contention. He was running competitive. But in stage 2, his car spun. He recovered and fought back to finish 14th. His first top 15 finish. A small victory. But there were too many wrecks and mistakes piling up. Phoenix brought more trouble. Contact with Ryan Preece ended his day early. Finished 29th. Another wrecked race. Las Vegas was supposed to be different. It wasn't. Zilisch got caught up in an incident with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He finished 32nd. That's the third time in 6 races he finished outside the top 25. 6 races in, Zilisch sat near the bottom of the standings with just 69 points. He was 33rd in points. Every other full-time rookie was doing better. The gap was growing. And it kept growing. Before Darlington, Zilisch was honest about his struggles and what he expected coming in. He said, "I knew that I was a rookie. I knew I was going to have a learning curve. So has it caught me off guard? No, not really. I feel like I expected it to be tough." He also admitted, "I've definitely had a rough stretch of weeks with incidents and things out of my control. I definitely need to do a better job putting myself in positions where I'm not going to get wrecked all the time." He wasn't surprised by the struggle, but knowing what's coming and handling it are two different things. The Cup Series doesn't care about your Xfinity record. Kevin Harvick, a legendary Cup driver and multiple-time champion, saw it clearly. Harvick said Zillish showed real speed at COTA, the fastest car on the track even. But then Harvick explained the bigger issue. "I think at Phoenix and Vegas, I think we saw the reality of the Cup Series for Connor and how hard it's going to be." Tommy Baldwin, a former crew chief who has mentored countless young drivers, was even more direct. "It's all the small things, all the things that matter. It's like, you've got to grow up. You're an adult now. Good luck. Go out there and see how you do. It's a whole different world. Cup Series is no joke. No excuses. No safety net. No stepping stones. Just raw racing at the highest level. One tiny mistake gets punished immediately. One positioning error ends your day." The Darlington wreck was just one more incident in a season full of them. One more reminder that speed alone doesn't translate. Zilisch has the talent. He has the cars. He showed it at COTA. He just doesn't have the experience yet to avoid the mistakes that bury rookies. The good news is, Zilisch is only 19 years old. He has his entire career stretched out ahead of him. He's not washed up. He's not done. He's still learning. The speed is clearly there. The talent is undeniable. Harvick confirmed Zilisch had the best car at COTA, the fastest car on the track. But having the best car and capitalizing on it when it matters are two completely different things. Former crew chief Tommy Baldwin thinks Zilisch will break through and figure it out. "There will be a switch, and he'll be fine," Baldwin said. Most people in NASCAR agree with that assessment. The kid is too talented to stay buried forever. But right now, in early 2026, he's drowning. He needs results. Fast. The incident with Herbst at Darlington is just a symbol of the bigger problem facing Zilisch. A young driver in over his head, trying hard, making mistakes, getting wrecked through no fault of his own sometimes, getting caught up in other people's incidents, getting frustrated when the results don't come, and slowly losing confidence as the weeks go by without a breakthrough or sign of improvement. What makes this harder for Zilisch is the reality of expectations. He wasn't supposed to struggle. He was supposed to come in and dominate like he did in the Xfinity Series. But that's not how the Cup Series works. It doesn't care about your resume. It doesn't care about your wins. It doesn't care about your experience in lower series. The Cup Series only cares about your performance right now, this track, this weekend. Outro Connor Zilisch came to the Cup Series as a phenom. 10 wins in Xfinity. High expectations, but 6 races in, he's near the bottom of the standings and buried by reality. The Darlington wreck with Riley Herbst shows the gap between Xfinity and Cup. Apologies don't fix the problem. Only time and experience will. Zilisch has the talent. He has the speed. He just needs to survive long enough to find it. Right now, that's the real battle.